walking through one of my favourite places to walk on a Friday morning, Totnes town, twinned with Narnia and filled to the brim with gorgeous goodness in every turn. The Oxfam bookstore. I go in there and flip through books of a Friday and generally come away with an armful. And also just so many places to stop and have a coffee or to have a little bite to eat, so many eating places and any kind of food that you could possibly want. Just glorious. And then to the gloriousness of the Friday market. The Friday market is bustling and alive with people and so many different good things to look at. There's artisan bread, beautiful vegetables, plants, arts and crafts, art supplies. You name it, you can find it at the Friday market. Hello, my lovely Kooky magpie wombles. I hope you have enjoyed my little walk around one of my favourite towns in the whole of the UK. Absolutely love Totnes and all the things that they have to offer. But I thought I'd show you my purchases. I went into the Oxfam bookshop as I usually do. And it didn't go as mad as I usually do. I did have a handful of books, but I came away with 3, and so I'll show you what I got. The first one I got was this beauty, Anatomy for Fantasy Artists by Glenn Fabry. I've got quite a few fantasy artist books because I used to like to draw Dungeons and Dragons kind of characters, and this is awesome for that because I flip through it for you. There are so many different beautiful and magical and crazy things in here that you can draw. But it focuses on the anatomy, which is something that I need to do more on when I am drawing. So that's the thing that drew me to it. Fantasy figures are always kind of distorted human figures. And so in order to draw like an orc or something, or a fighting character, it's nice to have ideas of how things are put together inside your body. So this is kind of like the human musculature here. Gives you all the things, so you've got an idea of where things get drawn. Muscles in action. Then you've got facial expressions, which is a great one. Expressive hands. Having a giggle there. Body language. So how to convey body language is a really good one for if anybody's into fantasy drawing. I know I've got a few people who do watch. Clothing the figure, character and body types. And this is a bit I was interested in. It's a figure reference file. And there's lots of like pictures of people in poses that you could utilize for your fantasy drawing, especially this one. I was thinking of the lovely Gabby and her sword fighting when I saw some of these, like these ones, the piece that she did for Inspired By You piece. So some of these things I kind of thought that page there, that reminded me of that. So yeah, light, the direction of light, etc., etc., practicing drawing and sketching, and then all the beautiful things, getting the inspiration. He's a dude, isn't he? he's a complete dude. So there's lots of characters, so things that you would use in your Dungeons and Dragons of like what am I trying to say? The role-playing games. Sometimes I know my daughter's part of a Dungeons and Dragons group and she likes to draw out characters so she gets more of a handle on them. So I actually also thought that she might like to borrow this as well at some points in order to draw and flesh out her characters. I love this one. MK2, the robotic female. Oh yes. So yeah, I got that. And it was, I think it was $14.99 and I paid $1.99 for it. Oh, sorry, $2.49 this one was $2.49 from the Oxfam shop. Well happy with that. The next one that I've got is completely different altogether. And it's a Batsford book. And it's a Batsford book that I haven't got yet. So that's always a bonus. It is this African Inspirations in Embroidery by Mary Slay. And I have heard of Mary Slay and I've seen some of her work as well. And it's kind of just a beautiful look through of inspiration from the African continent, which I think is lovely. So looking and recording sources. So a great place to go is the museums and things, and try and find out if museums will let you go and sketch and stuff, because that's what I intend to do when I get back from my holidays. I'm going to go to our local museum, Exeter Museum. Exeter Museum is fabulous for anybody who hasn't been yet and lives close by. It's a great free museum. You can go in there and just have a look around at all the exhibits and everything, and they have got some lovely things in there that I want to go in and sketch. But yeah, this book is fabulous for developing textile ideas using African inspiration. So it's got all the colorways of the kente cloths. Beautiful, right up my alleyway. Masks. I absolutely, when I was at college, I did a whole section on masks and mask making, and I loved that very much. So yeah, different fabrics. So you get an entity of fabrics. This one I was quite interested in because it is making, obviously cold water dyes, but making the starch paste resist. And I was kind of fancying having a go at that at some point in time. Let me know if you're interested in watching me watching my cover myself in starch paste. That's what would happen. But yes, this is beautiful, along with all the other Batsford books. I have got so many of them, but I love them so very much. And this one was only $1.99. It would usually be about $18.99, I think, to buy. I've not actually looked online to see the price of it, but this was $1.99 from Oxfam, and that bookshop in Totnes is just brilliant. Everything's all sectioned out like in the usual bookshop, but it's all everything that you want to find. So I found that. And the last thing I got, it was another $1.99 purchase. It is this beauty. It's the Day of the Dead. It's kind of like colouring pages, and it actually has pencils in it. And I tried those last night, and I wasn't hoping for much. You know, you sometimes buy these things and you think, yeah, okay. The pencils are actually pretty decent. So that's not what I bought it for anyway. That the pencils were like a by the by, because me testing out pencils. It's these beautiful pictures of sugar skulls. And if you know me and you've been following me for a while, you know that I absolutely love anything to do with Dia de los Muertos. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Not just for the actual beautiful imagery and all the beautiful colours that they use to celebrate the passing of their ancestors. I just absolutely think the whole celebration of people have passed, in the whole of the celebration, is just so much more healthy. I just think that's the way to deal with everything, and so I try and follow the similar principles once a year, but throughout the year obviously, but that once a year is where you celebrate fully. And I absolutely love this, and I love this book. And this was, as again, $1.99. Who can say no to a set of pencils and some beautiful colouring? $1.99, there it is, and it was $12.99 to buy, so I think that's a bargain. Absolutely brand new, near enough. Now, I've got another little treat for you. Bear with me while I go and grab my bag. Okay, I'm back. It is the beauteousness that is called Stone Fabrics. Now, this is a shop that is in Totnes, right at the top of the town. It is an absolute treasure trove of fabrics. You walk in there, there's usually a lady with beautifully coloured hair. It's like pink hair, standing behind this counter. The counter is covered with beads and buttons and all kinds of trimmings and everything. And then there's just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls of the most beautiful fabric that you could wish to see. And a cat as well sometimes. It was really nice. I wandered in there, and I like to rummage through can't get my words out, the baskets that she has in there of remnants. So that's what I did. And she gave me this card because I said I would like to mention her on the channel. So it's Stone Fabrics. Those are the deets. There, I do believe there is an online presence there as well. On the back of this, love this, it's a periodic table of fabrics. It's absolutely so great. So it's gone natural polymer, synthetic, animal or plant, and everything's been put like in a periodic table, which I think is fabulous. Love that to bits. Anyway, that's by the by, because when I was in there I was looking at fabrics in the remnant basket and came up with this beauty. Look at this. It's got a beautiful elephant there, and the colours are fabulous. And I want to get some colours for doing some cuffs for us for autumn. I'm thinking autumnal cuffs. Now I've done the sweeties, and for the cuffs that I'm going to bring out for autumn, I'm trying to think of a new new way to go. So if you've got any ideas, leave me some messages down in the comments. I've had a few ideas myself, so I was thinking, I don't know, constellations or planets, or I don't know. Let me know what you think anyway. So this is a nice piece, probably like a bit bigger than a fat quarter, or maybe a fat quarter of this beauteous fabric. Got birds, animals, plants, beautiful. The next one was this one, which I think looks like a traditional Japanese fabric. It's kind of like maybe a fat quarter of that as well. And it's just beautiful. I love the pattern of this. And it feels like a linen. And it was waiting for me in the basket, and I thought I'm having that. The next thing was this beautiful lemon yellow linen that is glorious, and I would think is going to be a good backing for something that I want to make, which is going to be, it's either going to be a pencil roll or a crochet hook roll or something similar to that. So that's going to be my backing for that. Vibrant pink cotton, and this is like quite a bit of this, so I'm happy for that. But this is just, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. Look at that fur. Look at it. It's like a mustardy greeny colour. The lady in the shop said she's got the biggest roll of this that that you could ever imagine. It's probably the biggest roll of fabric she's ever had in the shop, and she said it's wide enough to do like a king size bed. Can you imagine this on a king size bed? In the winter, maybe. Anyway, I thought I'm having that. That was a little piece that she put in the remnants basket, so I'll grab that. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. Give me any suggestions, things to do with this beautiful, thick, wonderful, furry fabric, and I'm sure we can all come up with something to do with that. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling for today. Yeah, so I am going to be away for a couple of weeks, but I will be leaving some things for you to do while I'm away. Obviously, I can't like to keep you busy. So I've got some videos that will be up to cover the time I'm away, so you won't even know I'm gone. You won't miss me. So there will be some other tutorials coming up. I've got quite a few. I have got these little needle felty bowls coming up, which is going to be a nice one to do. I have got a stitched textile vessel coming up. I have, what's the other one I was going to do? Oh, I've got some more jewellery-fied bits coming up as well. So there's going to be a few things coming up to cover for while I'm away, so that you don't miss me. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on for today. I will see you very soon back here with something else. If you enjoy what I do, don't forget, show me your thumbs, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care. Bye for now.